Hey, you guys, it's me, Kiana, coming at you today, and I decided to make, instead of the meatloaf with the mock mashed potatoes that is Atkins friendly, um, I wanted to make something that's similar to spaghetti. Okay, so what I'm going to do is right now just show you some items that basically we're going to compare, and we're going to compare some items to other items that are not Atkins friendly. Now, these products are not advertised as Atkins products, okay? And that's one of the beauties about being on Atkins program because you're not actually paying anything additional to be on this program. You're just basically eating differently, eliminating some things, adding some things, and eating in a different way. It's almost like using the scientific way of eating as far as how your body breaks down carbs and sugars and things like that and protein, what your body is being fueled off of and all of that. So, of course, you can look into that yourself by reading the book. But right now, I'm just going to show you some comparison, like condiments and items that you probably already have in your refrigerator, but you're going to, if you're going to be on the Atkins program, you're going to maybe get something similar, but very much so in the same family. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. Ketchup. We all have your regular standard ketchup, and this one actually emphasizes that it's 100% natural, and it also has no high fructose or corn syrup. Now, someone would think because those keywords are popping out of them, like 100% all natural and no corn syrup and stuff, of course somebody would think this is a great alternative for anyone actually. But what you're going to do is turn it on the backside, and you're going to see the total amount of carbs is 5 grams per tablespoon. Yes, 5 grams per tablespoon. I'm going to show you a better alternative that if you want to have ketchup is to have this. It's reduced sugar tomato ketchup, and as you can see, it advertises right on here 1 gram per serving. Now let's turn on the back. We're going to see it's still 1 tablespoon per serving, and the amount of carbs is, as it promised, 1 gram. Okay? So, this is the better alternative for you, whether you're on the Atkins program or maybe you just want to reduce your sugar because you're diabetic. This would be the better option. So this is a must-have in your fridge because you're going to want to try to add this to make sauces for yourself, because remember, we have to be mindful of the sauces that we use as well being on the Atkins program, because sauces have hidden carbs, it has hidden enriched flour and all that kind of stuff, so we have to be careful with that. So I'm just trying to show you something that you can use as a substitute, not really a substitute because it is still ketchup, but a wiser choice for someone that is on the Atkins program. Let's take a look at sauces as far as spaghetti sauce. This is your traditional Prego flavored with meat, 100% natural, again, something else sticking out, low in fat and saturated fat and all that good stuff. But if we look on the back, a half a cup is 13 carbs, you guys. Mind you, in this whole jar, it's 5 servings. So just in this jar of sauce, you guys, you're looking at approximately, you're looking at about 70 carbs almost for this jar of sauce, not including anything else we put in it, just for some sauce, you guys. This is an unnecessary amount of carbs if you're on the Atkins diet, okay? Now, what I do is, you can have some items, you guys. Once you get out of the induction phase, don't get it twisted. You can have some items that are not as low in carbs as you would have in the induction phase. But as for me, the reason why I continue to lose weight and I've lost so much in so little time is because I still keep my carbs at a minimum. What I do is, with the help of my doctor and also my trainer, I make sure I do what works well for my body. And keeping my carb intake, since I am a carb junkie or an ex-carb junkie, I make sure I keep my carb intake around 25, no more than maximum of 30 a day. Now, when you're on the induction phase of the Atkins diet, that is the first 2 weeks of the Atkins diet, which is usually when you're trying to basically detox your body from all of the excessive carbs that we all eat. Even people that's on low caloric diets, they eat excessive amounts of carbs if they was to, in fact, not just focus on their fat intake and also their calorie intake, but if they was to look at their carb intake, they would see that they eat a huge amount of carbs. Now, because often when you have something that's low fat or low calorie, for instance, salad dressings and things of that nature, what it does is they substitute it to make it taste similar to the regular full fat kind. They substitute it with sugar. Sugar is carbs. So therefore, you're not getting as much good, healthy items as you think you are, because what they're doing is to substitute the taste and get you to still buy it. They have to substitute it to make it taste similar to before, the full fat one. So what they do is they add sugar. Anyway, this 70 grams is unnecessary for me, because if I'm going to use my carbs, I'm going to use it up on items that I want and also making sure that I'm full throughout the day. So I don't use this sauce, but what I did find was a sauce that's at Dollar Tree, and it's a big fat can, okay, and it's tomato sauce, and wait till you see the carb intake, you guys. The carb intake is 1. Total amount of carbs, 1, you guys. It's 27 servings per this can. So if you was to eat the whole entire can, which who's going to do that? But if you was to eat the whole entire can, because this is a really fat can, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but it would be only 27 carbs for this whole entire can versus this jar being 70. Are you following how you could just make better choices and still get things that taste similar or the same? Okay? Another thing, piggybacking on the fact I told you about the salad dressings. This is one that I got only, it's usually high, it's usually like $4.49, but I got them for 50 cents each, and I stocked up on them, so I have plenty in my fridge. This is the refrigerated salad dressing, and it's really, really creamy and rich and good and really thick, so you don't have to use a lot of it. But I wanted to share with you per 2 tablespoons, you guys, and this is 12 servings for the whole container. The total amount of carbs, I don't know if you guys can see, is 0. So this is why they actually tell you and recommend on the Atkins program to not eat the low-fat dressings and low-fat mayos, because what they do is they substitute the fats in it for sugars, therefore making the carb count higher. As for this, I get full flavor, full taste, and of course, you know, all the fats are in it. But fat is not the enemy if you're making sure that you eat in a certain way, and if you're making sure that you take away some things when you're using the fat. Okay, so like I said, you would have to probably read the book to get all the details, because it's quite amazing once you actually look it up and investigate it yourself. So again, this is 0 carbs, you guys, but yet it doesn't taste terrible, and it doesn't taste watered down like the fat-free salad dressings and all that. Okay, so I am able to stick to my diet because I'm still satisfied. I'm also not feeling that I'm, you know, I'm not feeling that I'm not satisfied. Not feeling like I haven't had something that's delicious. I'm a great cook, so I have to have things that still taste great in order for me to maintain longevity. And that's how I'm able to stick to my diet, even despite having regular foods around me, even despite, you know, cooking regular foods for everybody else in my home, having parties. I've had a birthday party. I've had, you know, Daddy's Father's Day cookout. I've had another cookout, and I've still maintained, which I'm going to do a video on how I'm able to maintain, besides just showing you this, my mindset. And yes, I have struggled, but I have not once and now 2 months and a week went off of my diet whatsoever. So these are just showing you some substitutes, okay? Things like this. Dollar Tree had all of these products, you guys, so you can get these for good prices. So it's no longer that, you know, a lot of people have that myth about Atkins program is so expensive. It's only expensive if you're not mindful and you're not aware and you are also not being wise with your money. These mushrooms in a jar literally was $1 at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to show you it's 2.5 servings for the whole jar. And the total amount of carbs is less than 1, which is basically 0 net carbs. No carbs, you guys. But you're adding yet another flavor. You're adding yet another texture to your meal. And that's what you want to do. You want to try to have things that is bulking up your meal, adding nutritional value as well, but yet still maintaining as little or as no carbs as possible. Okay, so that's another thing. Okay, you can also with the spaghetti add these, and this is a big can as well. Got it from Dollar Tree. This has green chilies in it, so it has a little bite to it. And this is just something that you can add that just so you don't have to add basically all sauce, and you can add something else to it. All right, so this is 5 grams per quarter cup, and it's 7 servings. All right, so let me get ready to go. This that you're looking at is just simply some squash, green squash or zucchini. Use a potato peeler I got from the dollar store, and this is what you're going to make your mock noodles out of. Okay, we're going to add our mushrooms. We're going to add some onion. We have our ground beef right here. As far as, and this is the ones I have to cut. These were 69 cents, reduced quick sale. Again, making that Atkins does not cost a lot if you're smart with your money. So let me go ahead and get all this together, and then I'll do another video to show you guys once it's all pulled together and the noodles and everything. And this is the mock noodles. Mock because it's not really noodles. It is yet another vegetable we're going to add. So when people say Atkins people eat unhealthy, what I say is, yeah, okay. And I'll laugh all the way to the scale. Be blessed, you guys.